It's Open Cup week again, and we have a chance to see some history this week as the Tampa Bay Rowdies are trying to make the quarterfinals for the first time in club history. They take on FC Dallas of MLS at Al Lang Stadium on Wednesday. I don't know if I'm going to make the match yet. Weather has been very unpredictable in Florida the last several weeks, and I think anyone who lives in the Orlando area or the Tallahassee area knows that. And actually Southeast Florida also, with the crazy heat and the storms in Tallahassee and Orlando. But big opportunity for the Rowdies. Could be the first independent club, non-MLS club from Florida to make the round of 8, the quarterfinals, since Miami FC did so in 2017. Fort Lauderdale made it in 2016, and that was pretty significant because Fort Lauderdale beat Orlando in the Open Cup in this round, in the round of 16. I was at that match. I was working for Fort Lauderdale at the time. And Miami FC the following year beat Atlanta United in the round of 16. And then we don't want to talk about the quarterfinals that year, so we're not going to. It's left a bitter taste in my mouth. But I do think the Rowdies have a real opportunity on Wednesday. They have been inconsistent in I wouldn't say in their play. I think the patterns of play since probably the second half of their match against Rhode Island, which was in March, have been pretty good. But we've seen consistent chance creation, but we've seen some wastefulness. We saw it against El Paso in the draw. We saw it against Memphis. Obviously, the Memphis game is an outlier because of the early red card to Forrest Lasso. But we saw chance creation in that match, even down a man, that weren't converted. And we also saw countless chances created in the loss to Birmingham at Al Lang Stadium. Speaking of Birmingham, of course, Tampa Bay also beat Birmingham at Al Lang Stadium a few days before they lost that USL Championship match in a 6-4 after extra time, 120-minute classic, instant classic that was just had everything, that match, that round of 32 match. Unfortunately, Manuel Arteaga picked up a red card at the end of, or a second yellow card at the end of that match in stoppage time of extra time, so past the minute 120, so he won't be able to play on Wednesday, which is a blow. Eddie Manjomo, who, of course, played for FC Dallas for many years, went to SMU, so he's really kind of a locally well-known player in the Dallas area. Also played for North Texas in USL League One, so played MLS, played USL, and played college in the Dallas area. He was teammates with Arteaga on Phoenix Rising, title-winning team last year in the USL Championship. He is going to be, I think, one of the absolute keys in this match on the right side of Tampa Bay's attack, combining with Cal Jennings, doing the things we know he does well with Doherty, with Nick Moon. If Nick Moon plays, Nick Moon is back to fitness. Maybe not full fitness, but Nick Moon is fit now. We saw Charlie Dennis get his first start of the season in the 5-0 win against Tampa Bay. Against the 5-0 Tampa Bay win against Tulsa the other day at Al Lang. So that's great to have Charlie Dennis back. I think Nate Worth is a young player that could add a little, maybe, if this match goes 120 minutes. And obviously, even without Arteaga, I think with Jennings, with some of the other players you have, even Tampa Bay's ability historically to score goals from midfield or force Lasso on set pieces, you have a really good opportunity. And I've actually seen Charlie Dennis, Lewis Hilton, these guys pop up with big goals. Cristosomo, those players pop up with big goals wherever they've been. In the case of Hilton and Dennis with Tampa Bay itself. So big match. I would encourage anyone in the Tampa Bay area, particularly in Pinellas County, St. Pete area, to get out to that match on Wednesday. Whether I will be there or not is subject to the weather. I'm not quite sure I'm going to make the drive from Fort Lauderdale up to St. Petersburg. I was planning on it, but the weather has been really poor these last couple of weeks, and I don't want to get caught in epic thunderstorms on either way of my drive. So I may not make it. I'm still hoping to make it, but I would encourage everybody to get out there. This is a huge historic opportunity, and I really feel like the Rowdies have an outstanding chance of winning this match. So enjoy, and once again, for all your Rowdies news and news about other independent clubs in the state of Florida, check out Beyond the 90 and our Florida Soccer Report.